Hello, this is Scrapping Amy with Will Mommy Scrapping, and welcome to my July 2019 layout share. I have to apologize for not getting this up like a lot closer to July. It is now mid-September, but I start school in August, and August tends to be a month of absolute chaos in my house, and having a child start middle school kind of added to that. So I'm finally catching up with some of my layout shares, and this is my first one for the month of July. It is my friend Miranda in my scrapbook room, and One Messy Friendship as my title, because this is the woman that I credit for actually really getting me into using mixed media. So I used a lot of mixed media on here. This one, oh my gosh, I love this one so much. I actually had my husband do the journaling. This is not something he normally does, but this is my husband and my daughter in the photo booth at the school dance, the father-daughter dance. I still have a few more of these photos left. This was a photo shoot we did back in 2017, I think it was, of my dad and stepmom, myself, my daughter, one of my sisters, and her two boys. So forever thankful for the love that we have for each other. And I love this photo because this is taken what we call the point, but it's in my dad's backyard, so it's overlooking the lake. But this was such a fun time. Special visitors. So Elizabeth went and spent some time at my mother-in-law's house over the summer, and when she left her owl behind with this little note that says, "I miss Elizabeth, can you take care of me, Errol?" So of course I had to take photos of that and scrapbook it. So I think that's such a sweet little thing that she did. In July I was participating in a couple different Christmas in July hops, and this was the one that I did with Heather from Heather's Crafty Life. And so I'm documenting some of the pictures that I wanted full spreads for Christmas well, actually just for our family album. I do a Journal Your Christmas, and that's where most of my Christmas stuff ends up. But so it's really a nice change for me to be able to do a big 12 by 12 page for Christmas. This is just us being silly. It was my birthday, and Elizabeth loves to play with the filters on Facebook. I don't have Snapchat. I'm not planning on getting Snapchat, so this is the closest that we have, but she has so much fun. So I have lots of photos of us being goofy, and as she's getting older, I know she's going to be too cool to be goofy sometimes, so I cherish things like this. Here she is with her new bike. This was also over the trip that she took to her grandmother's house, and I love, this is old Echo Park. The bright colors, just absolutely perfect, and I mixed it up with some of Rosie Studio, which is a company in New Zealand. If you haven't checked them out, check them out. They've got awesome prices. This was from last year. This is my college roommate and my best friend forever, and we will go a while without chatting, and yet when we see each other, it's like nothing's ever changed. I feel like this slipped. I don't feel like it was on top of my head when I made this layout. We'll have to see. All right, practically perfect in every way. When Mary Poppins Returns came out, I went we have a little theater in a town close by that they actually serve like meals, and so they'll bring it out to the table and stuff, and it's just a small theater, very comfortable. But I loved being able to use Sparkle City for this. It was so wonderful, and I had to take pictures of us in front of the Mary Poppins poster along with my Mary Poppins purse. I love my Mary Poppins purse. Another Christmas one. If you notice, there are a couple of these I still need to do journaling on, and I'll do that as I load them into the albums. This was our first look. This is my favorite time of Christmas. Christmas is not my favorite holiday, but having Elizabeth come down the stairs and see the Christmas tree with all the presents for the first time, that's always my favorite moment of the Christmas season, and this was for Heather's hop as well. Dream Forever, again using more Echo Park. So I was doing my Happy Scrappy Thursdays, which are live on YouTube Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm picking a manufacturer for the month, and the month of July was Echo Park. Those have kind of fallen to the wayside with school starting, but I am getting them going again. So join us here on YouTube on my channel, 8 o'clock Eastern Time on Thursdays, and we can scrap together. And this, I want to write her a little letter and tell her how proud I am of her, and Dream Forever just seems like the perfect way to say that. Oh, my little tiny baby breaking out some old Chamel. This was her very first collection. It's self-titled, but she has said that she always wanted her first collection to be called Pretty Paper because the second collection was called True Stories, and those kind of go together. So I love this. And she's a little tiny little girl, and that's a quilt that my grandma or her grandmother made, and just her all wrapped up in it. Oh. Okay, y'all, I have been looking for cute dinosaur themes that are perfect for a baby because we would dress her up in, my husband loves dinosaurs, and so we would dress her up in like little dinosaur onesies, and we could never find stuff for girls. That was so hard, so we were always shopping in the boys section. So cute little dinosaur onesie there, and I saw this line from Close to My Heart and just had to have it. It's just so perfect. This is a layout I struggled with. The paint did not want to do what I wanted it to do, and I ended up hanging it up and it curled. So I was like, I took it down and placed it under this whole stack of layouts, and it's still curling. So I think I'll be this one needs to get into an album pretty quickly. But this was at the Wing Wall in Mooresville, and I've got a couple of these that I've done throughout July, August, and September. So you'll see more of these with my other layout shares. This one is a 2-page spread, also from Heather's, I just lost my words, Heather's Crop. So favorite gifts, these are some of our favorite gifts that we got. I got a wallet with the teacups from Disney World, and my daughter was so excited. She saw this t-shirt from Tea Turtle. If you haven't ordered anything from Tea Turtle and like geeky and punny type shirts, Tea Turtle, T-E and the word turtle.com. Awesome. But this says my puns are, and it's a koala in a teacup, so my puns are quality. And she had been dying for this shirt for so long, so I finally got it for her for Christmas. And my husband got an Enchanted Tiki Room shirt, which is his favorite thing to see at Disney. And he asked for cast iron skillets. Y'all, how do you wrap a cast iron skillet? So I made it completely obvious that these were cast iron skillets, and he just laughed going, ooh, I wonder what this is. So it's just a fun little time for us. Mom life. I can't seem to start my day properly unless I have my tea. And here's our menu. Monday tea, Tuesday tea, Wednesday more tea, Thursday even more tea, and Friday, you guessed it, tea. My daughter has since told me, goes, Mom, you can't spell teacher without tea, because I always go to school with my big Tervis cup full of tea every single morning. I drink coffee too, but I have to have that tea. So I thought I would document that. This was another one. This was for, and I didn't mention it, the one that was curled. Oh, there we go. There it is. This one. And these were using my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit, where I was using an old clip kit that I have. And I actually did manage to use up a whole bunch of that. I have not done How to Kill a Kit with Style in August or September. I don't know if it'll happen in October, just trying to get a handle on everything at school right now. But I really like how this came together. The vellum hearts just going up the page. It's just, I don't know, it just feels, it feels comfortable and fun and light, and it just reminds me of her. This was our 4th of July trip up to my parents' house. There's the backyard that other photo was taken in. And this is my sister Rachel, and she is wearing the dad hat. So my old neighborhood has a 4th of July picnic, and part of it is this parade. And my dad will drive the riding lawnmower with a little trailer attached with my daughter and her boys in it. And this year, Dad had something scheduled at the same time as the parade, so Rachel grabbed his dad hat, stuck an American flag in it, and she drove the kids around. So they had a lot of fun doing that. I adore this photo. So this was my daughter's very last field trip for 5th grade, and she's wearing that My Puns Are Quality t-shirt. And I asked one of the teachers there if she was managed to be able to get any photos of her, and she took this one, and there's just something about it. This is just my daughter all summed up. She's there, she's relaxed, she's smiling, she's got her punny shirt on because we are so in pun land right now with her. And I thought Chamel's field trip was the perfect perfect collection to use for this. Just, it's absolutely, you're going to see a lot of field trip with my daughter because it sums her up beautifully. It's got dinosaurs, it's got space, it's got school. We got it all. That's like an ultimate collection for me. And I'm almost done. This is want to say this was, I think this was my How to Kill a Kit, no, not How to Kill a Kit, Secret Not Secret Kit Club challenge, because my color palette was based on the ruby since it was July. So this was the kit that Christina sent to me, and it was just absolutely perfect. My daughter shooting off the Roman candle. That photo was caught at just the right time. We did not do as much with fireworks this year as we normally do because it was pouring rain. So every time there'd be a slight break in the rain, we'd be outside shooting stuff off. And then my final layout for July, this was for the Secret Not Secret Kit Club. They had a challenge that was called Telephone. And so one person started with a layout that they lifted and then sent their layout to the next person. They lifted it and sent their layout to the next person. And we ended up filming all of those. And so this was what I did. It's actually a Christmas layout. It doesn't really look like it. I mean, obviously there's a Christmas tree in the background. But this was in 2015, and my father that Labor Day had a very serious biking accident and actually broke his neck in 2 places. And there was a running joke around what his hospital bracelet said, because the hospital he went to in DC wouldn't put the patient's actual name on their bracelets. So he kept saying he was this person, and no one could figure out why. And finally it dawned on, I don't know who, but why he was saying his name was not actually his name, because we were all worried, like, oh my gosh, he doesn't know who he is. And then for Christmas, my sister Rachel, this is 2 of my sisters. There's Rachel and there's Jen. Nene also, if you're in any of my YouTube streams, Nene will come in. And my Elizabeth, and then my 2 nephews. This is my sister's husband and my stepmom and my dad. And my sister had this idea of doing this old Western photo with the name, because his name on his hospital bracelet was Trauma, Pennsylvania, and it sounded kind of like a cowboy. And so for Christmas, we all surprised him because he's unwrapping a present, and we were all taking off our shirts with these t-shirts all underneath it, and he just laughed. And it was it was very almost therapeutic, because here is this injury that he had that he should have died. He should be paralyzed at best, and he has made such a huge recovery. Most people would not even know that he had such a serious injury. And really, I only see it certain times when he's particularly tired. So this layout means a lot, and This Beautiful Life sums it up perfectly, because he definitely came away from that with a new appreciation for life. And I know all of us did in this photo. We almost lost my dad, and it was amazing the way a lot of community came together through prayer and help, and it was just an amazing time in my life. It's very scary, but also it's when you know you are loved by so many people, you feel it. So I know I've rambled on a little bit about this. So let me know, what is your favorite layout for the month of July? I have to say I'm partial to that one. I'm partial to anything with my daughter. And I have to laugh because this teacup is sitting on my desk right now. I just finished my tea from it. So that's my favorite teacup that I have. That's one reason why I chose it for the photo. So let me know, what's your favorite? What do you like? I can't think of anything else to say as I flip back through these layouts, putting them in the order that I did them. I am currently in the process of putting all of my layouts into albums. Let me tell you, when you can measure your layout stack in feet, it is time to put things in albums. I had over a foot, and I was not even including this stack of stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed this layout share. Let me know your favorite, and I think, I just peeled off a paintbrush there. There we go, back down. And then I hope you guys all have a lovely day.